how you were able to walk from multi-million dollars company. Most people in your situation would have done things differently, but what did you do next?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'd like to clarify it was not an easy decision. Um, you know, the legal battle alone would have ruined me financially, and they understood that. And the team was convinced that I lost my mind talking about AI and being obsessed with it. It divided us. But I knew that we'd be setting creators up for failure if we didn't get ahead of the narrative, and that we got the technology into the right hands, people who actually cared about helping creators use it to have a better life, to make money from their art. But after my exit, I decided to do music again. When you lose something in your life, it just creates space, for the next thing. So I figured if I was going to do music and monetize my brand, I needed to do it in a way where I could show other creators how to also level themselves up. I wouldn't leverage any of my previous contacts, none of the fact that I've been listened to tens of millions of times under my other project. No one knew who Mogul the Savant was, and I wanted it that way. So much like Grant Cardone in Undercover Billionaire, where he arrives to a city and no one knows who he is and you can't use his name. Mogul the Savant, my artist project, had just 100 euros. I use it for stuff like Canva, setting up, Wix, all these things. But I was starting from zero. You know what I'm saying? I was applying my entrepreneurial skill set and marketing know-how to make money. So I documented everything from building my website to cold calling promoters to book me, even without having a social media presence. And I made money using this. So I knew that if the template was going to work, it had to truly be free for creators. I sat down with creators and literally just listened to them, ask them questions, mom tested them to figure out if what I wanted to provide actually works. And what I came up with was the launch of Think Mogul. I explained Think Mogul as a blueprint for an alternative entertainment industry. My goal is not to take down the industry as it is. I'm simply offering a better way. And that template is free, especially for creators here in Valencia. So what did I do? I met with every person and I listened to every excuse they had, every reason why they could not make money from their art. And I literally, from that, gave them a template that they can use to go out and make money from producing content and events. But you know what? From the outside looking out, a lot of people would have assumed that artists are just lazy, but it wasn't that. They lacked the processes, the know-how to get projects done. They lacked coordination. And the consensus amongst all of them was, well, they didn't have money to pay these people to do it. So I said, all right, guys, you know what? We're gonna go to this conference room and I want each one of you to come up to the board and write all of the roles you think you need, right? So you have the obvious ones like copywriters, makeup people, stylists, etc. And then I said, okay, that's good. Now come back up here to the board and write out all the skills that you have as a person, as a creator. Astonished, you should have seen their faces, right? Because what happens is the average creator has to work 3-4 jobs to fund their careers. Whether you realize it or not, that makes you a highly qualified worker. You have a diverse skill set. We had all the skills that we needed to get projects to the finish line. So I said to them, all right, I'm gonna make you a deal. If I can create a reality in which you can access facilities, produce high quality content at zero cost, would you be willing to adapt your projects to the commercial needs of brands who might license what you're creating? They say, yeah. And I said, all right, put your money where your mouth is. So we created literally an assembly line or a circular economy of sorts where we all share resources. The same video people, same photo people, same recording people to get these projects to the finish line and get them to be vehicles for brands to promote their products and services. And so that led to us opening the advertising studio and arts accelerator, and the rest is history. At Think Mogul, we facilitate creators and brands making magic moments together. The products that we provide are limited series podcasts, music videos, songs, audio branding, and branded events. And, it was at this time, after launching Think Mogul, that I actually received news that the studio was up for sale. And the truth is that I had moved on. I was really happy with the trajectory of the accelerator, the sensory lab. But I talked it over with my business coach and M&A specialist, Dan at Transform Your Business. Shout out to Dan. I live and through that, we came to the realization that there was actually a really big opportunity to use the advertising studio as a step toward expanding on what you can do inside of a studio. Because in the past, it had just been music acquisition, but we said, wait a minute, what about being able to get a full advertising asset built, not just the audio part, but the visual, the copywriting, the corporate image, all of it. And so that's where the idea for the assembly line came, and then now a studio makes sense, right? We recontextualized it. And that also meant being able to open up brand partnerships at a global scale to our all-star content creators who are in our marketplace. So they're multifaceted, they're capable of producing themselves, they just need access. And that's always been the question. What happens when a creator has access to the tools that they need? When money is not an obstacle? When who you know is not an obstacle? The incredible happens. So it was that aha moment, it clicked, I found kind of our hot white spot, I made some calls, got the funds to make the transaction. And, after a great negotiation, I really got a great deal. Now, Think Mogul has access to this amazing operating system to a studio. And, to me, that's also a really important Mogul lesson. A successful negotiation is when both sides leave a little unhappy. Keep that in mind. That's an excerpt from my upcoming book, Mogul Method. And so, that's pretty much it. How we got to be here today, where, the studio is now back into the picture, and it's this momentous opportunity